Okay, so I'm just gonna pick up right where I left off. So at one point, this woman, June Murphy, called me and we talked for a long time. And she told me this whole long story about how she had been approached, her and her family had been approached on Facebook by a man named Timothy Hutchinson. And basically how they had hatched a plan to get the house from Jerry family. You know, and I had heard this story before from Dawn Penny about the family wanting to steal the house from Jerry. I really didn't know much about it at the time. I didn't know anything about title jumping. I didn't know anything about real estate law. I didn't know anything. So, and basically I just, because I had been in other caregiving positions where the family had basically lost their fucking minds, I didn't want to get involved. I just did not want to get involved in that part of it, so I left it and I just walked away. And, but June Murphy was definitely involved in what happened to me. Definitely, no doubt. And she knew, too. She knew what was being done to me. Because these people, literally, they threw everything and several kitchen sinks at me. And then they got the neighbors involved. I mean, these fucking assholes. And I know they've done it to other people as a thing. And I know their tactics. I know all of their tactics. And they also tried to kill me and my dog. Yeah. True story. I know it sounds wild, but because it is. But I survived it all. And I live to tell, and I know what they do. And I know that they're actually like a very sophisticated group of identity thieves and other such fucking things. Like, oh yeah, just wait. I'm gonna burn you to the motherfucking ground. And all you had to do was leave me alone. But you didn't. And, like, no, these people, I know they still watch my YouTube channel, and there's weird shit they still fucking do, because they know that I'm out here telling the truth, and they know that I started a YouTube channel, and they know all these things, so, and they still, like, this fucking Hutchinson asshole, and he had an attorney named Alan Hutkin, Hutkin, and, oh, I remember everything. They, paid officials in San Luis Obispo County, namely San Luis Obispo County Sheriff's Department deputies, plural, deputies, plural, paid them to not listen to me, to call me crazy, to say that I needed to be 5150 and all this kind of shit. Great people. Great people. Let's see. And there was also a judge in San Luis Obispo County. It was either a county clerk or a judge. I think it had to be a judge, though, because they filed paperwork with, like, they signed the name of a judge. So either that judge was totally fucking corrupt, or the county clerk recorder forged a judge's signature. But, like, yeah, and I know what it sounds like. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. I know. And I know that it sounds kind of crazy. I know. But it's not my crazy, though. You have to realize that. It's not me. I didn't instigate any of this. I didn't inject myself to any of these people's lives. They came at me. 100%. I never even knew who they were for the longest time. So, this whole conversation with June Murphy, I remember she told me how this man, Timothy Hutchinson, approached her and her family on Facebook, and basically how they hatched a whole fucking plan to take the house from Jerry, and it didn't work because of me. This fucking bitch, like, she kept trying to get, like, a box of pictures from me, and I'm just like, anyway, she told me this whole story about how Hutchinson had turned on her, and basically, like, when all the paperwork was done. Why is that staying on? That shouldn't be on. basically when all the paperwork was done and all. I don't know why is my car doing that? It's weird. Oh, my door's still open. Basically when all the paperwork was done and everything, and he knew he could get the house away from her without any kind of, like repercussions at all. And she couldn't legally do anything. He cut her out of the deal. And, they had been negotiating with my sister for my housing. My sister's an asshole, too. Oh, my God. An unhealed asshole. Like, all these people. Whew. My sister's completely strange from me. My sister doesn't know me at all. Nor does she know her ass from a hole in the ground. But, like, whatever. Sure, listen to her. She's a mental health care case mess. Ugh. And has no idea what she's doing. I'm so sorry, but, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about any of these people. No, fuck no. For what? Why? Why would I lie? So, and this was like, you have to understand that, like, everything had been hacked at this point. I mean, I had my bank accounts hacked. I mean, I only had one bank account, but I think I had a savings account too at the time. And anyway, I ended up closing it because, like, what the fuck? My savings account, my checking account, my my emails, I had like 12 emails, all of them hacked. My computer, my laptop computer, my phone, and my brother bought me like another iPhone 7 Plus in the meantime. And that phone was hacked. And I was just like, what is it? I think they hacked my Apple ID. In fact, I got a spam call today that I think is connected because there's only certain places in town, and I know this sounds weird, but there's only certain places in town in Santa Barbara where I live, where I get iCloud notifications, and it tends to be in places where I get terrible service, like really horrible service, and there's no reason why I should be getting iCloud notifications in a place where I hardly get service at all anyway. You see what I mean? It's weird. Like, you start noticing patterns to things. But, like, at the time, I didn't know much. So, and now I know a whole lot more. Yeah, I'm just walking, talking karma. So, fuck with me at your own risk. I'm not kidding about that either. I mean that. Like, seriously. Don't expect anything good to come of it. Anyway, but there was somebody hiding in my attic. I mean, these people went full throttle on me. Full on. The DeChance family, Mary and Roger DeChance, which I'm pretty sure Roger DeChance, I mean, I'm like 90% sure that Roger DeChance is dead now. They had a son named Sean DeChance, whom I heard of from Michael. And I'm like, what? I mean, I could explain to somebody how I put all this together. I was doing genealogy for my family because I found out that my biological father, had died 7 days after I helped save a man's life on the 154 in a car wreck that he got into. And I was just doing genealogy. I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't trying to find out. And when I put my name and my old address in, I don't have a new address. I've tried to change my, that's another thing. My mail has been stolen for years. And I've put in change of addresses to the post office, as well as, actually physically walked in, as well as doing it online when I could do it online. And I have no idea. My mail still doesn't get to me. The post office doesn't know how to explain these things. So, I don't know. It's another hacking fucking bullshit thing that they've done to me. But that will be rectified sooner or later. At least I filed a police report about it anyhow. Because, I mean, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't get my fucking mail. None of it. No matter what I do, I don't get my mail. I'll get like all my junk mail, but I don't get anything else. It's weird. And I've called the organizations that I want to get mail from. I don't get it. And then there are even more people who have kept my mail just recently. And I mean, Ronit and even the Jacksons have kept my mail. The people who organized the GoFundMe account for me. And it's like, I mean, the thing is that after the incident in Nipomo, you've got to realize that, like, if you've got something that, if you've got information or you've got a house or whatever it is, and people want it, there is no, and you've got, like, people that are not, that are not scrupulous and all, there is no, like, I didn't realize how far people would go. I didn't realize how far people would go to get a piece of real estate. Like, I really just didn't, because it's not in my mind, I don't have that in my heart or my mind, so, why would I believe that necessarily? And, to my own detriment, like, I figured it out later, but these fucking people, oh my god, if you can even call them that, I'm not sure if they're actual humans. You might want to check for belly buttons. But, the smear campaign that they did on me, and when I talked to June Murphy in that phone conversation, I started to realize how bad this was and how long it had been going on a long time. Years. And, like, long before I even knew anything about it. So, like, I mean, so many weird things happened that I was like, either it's like Twilight Zone or this is really happening. And I mean, the Bluetooth speakers that were popping, which I realized later they were recording my conversations. And not just my conversations, but, like, me and my boyfriend, like, anything and everything. I was on the phone with the bank, on the phone with Social Security. These people permeated every inch of my motherfucking life. And they had no right to, obviously. I mean, they didn't even have the right to fucking ask me my fucking name. But they told people lies about me that were, I mean, obviously weren't true, but that were so damaging. And like I said, like, my sister's kind of a jerk anyway, but, like, at the same time, they destroyed a relationship that I was just building back up. Like, these people need to be locked up. Yeah. In white padded rooms. No, like, dirty wall padded rooms. Fucking horrible people. Horrible people. Horrible people. I'm not, and I wouldn't be surprised to find out these people are involved in child trafficking. I'm not kidding when I say this. There are other reasons I have for saying that. Things that I know about that I won't get into right now. But just what I'm saying alone, like, would earn them several prison terms. I mean, it's so bad. The civil rights violations that they've just against me, not even anyone else. And there are many other people they did this to. Consecutive prison terms. Oh, yeah. And elder abuse. I mean, they abused people around me that I had nothing to do with it. And, just surely trying to isolate me. They abused people around me, including Jerry Murphy. And they never should have even been talking to those people at all. They had no fucking business even talking to them or even looking at those people. They had no business at all. They did it all and then some. They, like, overdid it. Way overdid it. So, where was I? Yes. Sheriff's deputies in San Luis Obispo County, plural, multiple deputies involved, corrupt, and the judge who signed off on the eviction notice the attorneys that I hired out of Los Angeles, California, whom I paid, and then they changed their story. They did a 180 on me, both of them. Yeah, I can prove that happened too. My neighbors, Cindy and Charlie Guyash, the Kings that were across the street from me. I don't know the woman's last name of the woman and her son, her autistic son, who were on the corner. I think they were at they were at 460. No, excuse me, 440 Cayas Yellow. Victoria and her son, I don't know. Victoria and her son Chris, I never knew their last names. I think I did get a piece of mail of hers once, and I gave it back to her, but I don't remember the last name that was on the. She's been living there for years. I'm sure she's not hard to find. And that fucking bitch, she hated me. She always hated me, and I didn't really know why. Who knows? I don't fucking know. I trigger her fucking self-hatred somehow. I don't know. And I was always nice to her. Anyway. But there was one point when I knew there was somebody in the attic, and I asked for help from the neighbors. And at one point, my neighbor at the time, Charlie Guyash, came over to the house, and he climbed up into the attic, and he was talking to someone. He said, I mean, I knew there was somebody up there, and so Charlie goes up there after, telling me that I was crazy and all this kind of shit. And Charlie knew there was somebody in the attic because he knew who it was. Oh, yeah, I know all kinds of shit. I know all kinds of stuff. Oh, I know a lot. And I know a lot more than what I'm saying right now. A lot more. Just because I don't do anything about it or haven't done anything so far, it doesn't mean that, that I don't know exactly what happened and what is still going on. Oh my god, y'all are hilarious. I even at one point, I had an attorney who, or both of those attorneys from, it was like you pay $25 a month. I still can't remember the name of that service, but I will. And I know it's in my bank statements. So yeah, I can prove I paid them too. And, like, I can't prove everything, but I can prove enough that the rest is just, I can prove it, like, in a court of law, I can prove at least half of what I'm saying is true. So, yeah, at one point, one of the attorneys, there were two of them, two female attorneys that both obviously got paid off because they changed their story with me, like, in less than 2 weeks. And I was like, really? I mean, obviously those people knew, not those, the home protection agency assholes, the gang stalking fucks, and, June Murphy and whoever the fuck else, they were listening to my phone calls, either because my phone was tapped, which I think it was, but also, there were cameras in the house where I was living. They saw everything. They knew when I took shits. They knew everything. I don't think to this day I haven't taken a shit by myself without a camera or a microphone listening in years. It's been years. So, I mean, it's kind of flattering, and at the same time, it's like, get a fucking life, So, I guess they feel like they have my life. Oh, God. It's like having a fucking really annoying, like, pimple that you need to pop. That's what these people are like. They're horrible. No, they're not even the pimple. They're like the pus in the pimple. They need. Anyway, I'm not gonna say that. But yeah, there was one point at which one of the attorneys at the very end, the two last attorneys that I consulted with, told me that I should get a radio frequency detector. I remember getting off the phone with her and saying, because she was a published author, she had written this book about cyberbullying and gang stalking, all this shit. And I thought, oh, well, if anybody will help me, it would be her. Fucking bitch. She didn't help me. All she did, sorry, Momo. Hold on, let me have this so I can cover you up. Let me have it, Momo. Oh, my dinko. Sorry, Doodlebug. She's like, Mom, leave me alone. I want to sleep. Oh, you smell so good. I just love you so much. But, oh, you're just the best. This attorney told me to get a radio frequency detector, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I didn't even know what it was. I mean, obviously it detects radio frequencies, right? But, like, I didn't know what it was outside of that. And she wouldn't get into it. She wouldn't tell me why. I just thought. And she kept telling me to get one that had the hidden camera. It's like a red, like a red, filter on the, you like look through this. Anyway, it's supposed to pick up like infrared stuff is what it's supposed to do. She told me that, and I thought to myself, what the fuck? Like, why would someone tell me that unless they had a good reason to believe that was actually happening to me? You see what I mean? Why would she tell me that? But then she also wouldn't help me with my housing and all this kind of other shit. So I was at a loss. I was like, what the fuck, lady? But anyway, I can dig her name up because I have all of that. Oh yeah, I can prove it. And I mean, this went on for over 3 years. Seriously. More like 5 years. And it's continued. When I moved back to Santa Barbara, it continued. And yeah, the sheriff's department in San Luis Obispo told me I should go get a restraining order and this and that and the other thing. And, like, frankly, I didn't have the, the guy up here, there's been an elderly gentleman who was stalking me for a while. And he realized when I started taking pictures, I think, that I knew that he was there, that I knew he was following me, and he stopped. But that went on for at least 2 or 3 months over the summertime. So, it's been going on for a long time, and no, nothing's been done about it. No, nothing. Nothing. Not the Santa Barbara Police Department, not the San Luis Obispo Sheriff's Department, not the fucking FBI. Nobody has done any fucking thing. I don't know who's worse sometimes. I kept going to Santa Barbara Police Department, and this was, it was approximately a year ago now. And, I kept getting told that I just needed to go get mental health care help. And I was like, maybe that's true. Maybe I do need mental health care. But the fucking reason I need mental health care is because of these fucks. Like, you don't understand. Nobody would listen to me. Nobody listened to me. Nobody did. Zero. Zilch. Nada. You fucks, you fucking losers. Like, nobody fucking helped me. Nobody did. And does that, like, make me angry in the sense of, like, it's like a righteous indignation. Like, it's not wrathful. It's just a fuck you. It's just like a fuck you, fuck your mom, fuck your dad, fuck your sister's cats, cousins, dogs, bird. Like, horrible people. Like, horrible people. And, not just the people doing it, but the people who could have helped me didn't listen. They would not listen. Nobody would listen to me. And I know that Chuck and Mike knew more than they said that they knew, and that they were not helping me either. And those two people could have helped me above anyone else. They could have helped me. Neither one of them did. They threw me into the bus. Chuck, fuck you. You fucking rotten fuck. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm kind of like, you know, why am I even trying to tell this story? Because, you know, I'm still homeless. I don't even have a fucking bathroom to use. And I have this whole story to tell people, and I know that it will help people. I know that it will save somebody's life. I'm not kidding about that. I'm not kidding at all. The things that I know, it's life-saving information. I know that it is. And everything that I've been through and survived, and not just survived, but thrived through it, yeah. You know, I'm an extremely powerful person. And, but, like, people don't want to, you know, they want to, like, downplay it or whatever the fuck. And it's like, whatever. You're not interested in helping people. Because these people aren't. They're greedy, horrible people that practice a whole lot of spell work, which means talking shit, telling lies, casting illusions, and glamours and shit like that. And they also use witchcraft. Yeah, I'm not kidding about that. Hardcore, like, killing animals and using their blood. Witchcraft. They've killed people. They tried to kill me. I'm not joking. They've done it to more than just me. I'm almost positive about it. I think they're trying to hide a body on that property. And I'm out here. I have no protection. Not really. I mean, I do. The Most High. But, like, at the same time, like, why do I have to be under so much stress and duress for so fucking long while still trying to help people and save people's lives? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are there no heroes anymore? Like, are there no men who are heroes? Like, what the fuck? Did you guys just clock out and fucking leave the office for good or what? Sorry, I get passionate about this, to say the motherfucking least, because I've had people in my life kill themselves, hurt themselves, try to kill themselves, and all kinds of other shit because nobody listened to them. And that nearly happened to me with this shit too, because no one would listen. And, you know, I think one of the biggest things that you could ever say to someone, it's one of the, well, I'm just going to leave that out. But yeah, I think I'm going to meditate for a while and pray and, you know, the things I normally do. And, try to get some sleep because I think it's like almost 2 in the morning now. And this is another 30-minute video. But I know so much more than this. Details, all kinds of things I know. Yeah. Oh, I know a lot. A lot more. And, you know, don't fuck with God's chosen. I'm not even kidding when I say this either. It's not a joke. It's not some, like, you know, weird delusional thing on my part. Like, I'm not even kidding. Who will lay any charge to that of God's elect? It is God that justifieth. Yeah, don't fuck around. Like, it's not even a joke. Ascension is not a joke. God's chosen are not a joke. Our protection is not a joke. And if you don't believe me, fuck around and find out. All right. And those who have stood by and not helped us, oh yeah, your judgment's coming right on the heels of the fuckers that hurt us. Believe it. Or don't. We don't really care. We really just don't care. We're too busy being happy and loving on God. We don't give a fuck about you. Like, not even a little bit. And it's not because we're like some apathetic fucking sociopathic fuck like you. It's because we're literally too busy being happy and loving on God to deal with your bullshit. Besides, you are what you pay attention to, and you know what? I've given you fuckers enough of my attention in my life. So, and I know that this story is going to help other people. I know it's going to save lives. Like, I'm not even kidding about that. Not even a joke. Not even a little bit. I wondered for a minute, or 5 minutes, I wondered if that could be true. And the fact of the matter is totally fucking true. It's totally true. Because I know things about this criminal fucking circle jerks. I know things about them. They never wished. They wish they had never come up against me. I'm not kidding. And I'm not laughing out of some kind of like, you know, fake bravado. Oh no, I'm Justice. Justice is here. I'm not even kidding. Like I said, don't believe me? Fuck around and find out. And like, it's not even a joke. Not at all. Like, I'm literally warning you. Don't. Like, if you want to live, you probably shouldn't fuck with me. I'm not even kidding. And I don't do anything. I pray, I meditate, I read my Bible. God loves me. I save people's lives. I mean, I just helped save a man's life on the 154 about a year ago, and then just like not even 30 days ago, I saved another young man's life. Like, so, believe what you want. I don't care. It's no skin off my back. None at all. And no other chosen one gives a flying fuck either. It's just because we've been through all your bullshit, and we not only survived you, but we thrived. And we're still chosen. You cannot take it. You cannot copy somebody. You cannot copy someone's anointing. You just can't. You just can't. I mean, you could clone me and still not copy my anointing. True story. So, I'm going to end this video here and get some sleep. But yeah, the dumb fuck law officials that, authority figures and law officials, and they never helped. Often they just made things worse. So, anyway, I'll pick this story up. I'll start again tomorrow. Alright. Love, blessings, compassion to everyone. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. No one's going to do it for us. No one's coming to save us. So, get to work.